But thank you for asking about pitch. Hey, Miss Glenn.
How are you?
Good. Glad y'all are here. Remember that next week is our last class for this session of classes, and it will go back in session in January. Do y'all need a date from me?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, let me get my calendar. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry, I heard you, but I had to run and get a pen.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Good morning to you too.
All right, I have January 10th as the start date through April the 25th.
Okay.
So we'll get up and get going from there.
That advanced class is going to be in the afternoon.
In the afternoons. Will that work for you, Miss Gwen?
Yeah,
I know.
somehow I'm gonna try to get in some, but
Okay.
it looks like I'll be doing the one you do with us, because this is the best time for me.
I understand. I knew I would come into that. We'll do the best that we can. You can sign up for both. Come what's convenient for you and watch what you're not able to be there for, and maybe that will be helpful. I know it's not the same as live, but it's just an experiment, and if it doesn't end up working, then we'll try something else the next go round, as long as they want me.
Okay.
But
Oh,
y'all give me feedback, and that's how we make adjustments.
because the afternoon is going to be kind of bad for me too. So
Yes.
I thought, well, maybe that's wonderful. Maybe I can sign up for the morning class and then catch the afternoon classes on Clary's.
Yes. Yeah, it maybe it'll work itself out, but if it doesn't, and we need to do something like 2 different days where we have 2 different morning sessions that next go round, you know, I try to be flexible. So it's just a matter of working all the other pieces of the puzzle and moving them around, but I'm always willing to try something that can be helpful.
Yeah.
So we appreciate your flexibility on it.
Well, thank you. I just refuse to work on Saturday. So, and of course we know Sunday's out, but that Monday through Friday, I try to be flexible.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
If we are pretty sure we can't come in the afternoon, we should sign up for both anyway if we want to get the it on Clary's.
I would, unless they're cutting people off, and I don't know that they are. I haven't asked them to.
Okay, well, thank you.
Because I told them to sign up as many people as possible, or that want to join, because you know people quit coming for whatever reason. You know, it could be because you are sick, it could be because you don't like it. So it all ends up working itself out in the end. So we'll just, but like, what do y'all, just throwing this out there, what is Friday mornings like?
I
Friday
right.
Most of the time it would be fine. Sometimes
Friday versus Monday. Is there a better between those two?
Yes, Friday would be better for me.
Friday's better than Mondays. Gwen?
Fridays.
Friday. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for when it comes time to working schedules on what I can do. I try to keep Fridays open, but if I'm doing a virtual class, I'm at the office. So it's not like I'm out away. You know, I can come in and do my class and I'm still here. So We'll work that out. We'll work that out. But thank you for giving me that feedback. I'm gonna,
And Jennifer, I'll be leaving at 10:45.
okay. All right. Well, then I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy this weather. I think
Yeah.
I have a rock in my shoe.
Oh, goodness, no.
Uh-oh. I'll tell you. Y'all know that saying, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got my rock out my shoe, so maybe we're done with the pour. My son locked his car up last night and we can't find his keys, so I'm like a little bit out of sorts trying to figure out where his keys could be.
Okay.
That's distressful.
Oh Lord. So, but you know what? In Tai Chi land, we don't have to worry about stress. We can ball it up. Anything that's on our worry list, anything that's on our to-do list, we can just put it, squish it into a ball like Play-Doh, and we can just chunk it out that window, and we can go back there and pick it up later if we need to. But for 1 whole hour, we don't have to worry about what's on that list of worries. That's the beauty of Tai Chi, is it's a time to de-stress, and we can get that by simply breathing, going through the motions, moving slowly, and just taking our time to pay attention to that body movement, and it just releases our mind from some of that worry. And that's one of the benefits of Tai Chi. So what better time for me to have a Tai Chi class than when I have that throw out that window. And thankfully, I don't have many days where I feel a lot of overwhelming stress, and I'm thankful for that. All right, so let's start with our warm-ups from head to toe, getting ourselves in a good stable stance, not holding stress in our shoulders, having that good posture, just like that string that pulls up and down at the same time. And here we go. Hands come up towards our chin and chest. Push away from our bodies and follow those hands all the way down. Feel a little stretch in the back of that neck. Allowing yourself to breathe. Our other neck exercise starts out that same way. Follow one hand as we look over that shoulder, stretching that neck, coming back to center, switching hands, and find that little tight spot in your neck and just hold there in that stretch, letting it release that tension. Working on that flexibility of our neck joint. I guess will always and forever be my source of tension is in my neck. Because I feel that stiffness right there. But when I do this, it helps loosen that up. Let's roll those shoulders. I didn't think about my shirt being a light background. Maybe it won't. Maybe you can still see me good. I purposely didn't wear a white t-shirt with Santa Claus on it today because I knew it would match the back of the wall. I wasn't thinking about this one being the color of the wall. This feels good. A nice little massage we're giving ourselves. Inhale up Exhale as we push those hands down. Let's grab our ball and stretch our spine. One hand goes up and the other goes down. Stretching that spine vertically. Come back to our ball and switch. I think I'm stuck on this one too. This one feels so good, stretching those muscles. Now let's go back to our ball and take it side to side. Just warming up that spine horizontally. Going from head to toe, warming up each major joint and all of our muscles, just with a slight movement. Now for our lower body, let's shift our weight to one leg, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. Switch sides each time this time, shifting the weight, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. Shift, heel, pause, and back. Let's go side to side, shifting that weight. And if you feel comfortable, tapping that foot out, bring it back and shift. Hands going in the direction of the weight shift. Now for our knees, loose fist, shift the weight, lift, tap and punch that opposite hand out, bring it back, shift the weight, lift, tap and punch, bring it back, shift, lift, tap and punch. Continue to breathe through this movement. Try not to hold your breath. Now, sometimes when we're concentrating, I didn't finish my sentence. Sometimes when we're concentrating, we forget to breathe. And I guess sometimes when we're concentrating, we forget to finish our sentence. Y'all knew what I meant anyway. Let's step out heel toe, shift the weight to that front foot and bring it back. Feet side by side. Shift, step heel toe, shift and punch. Bring it back. I'm doing better about my fist being loose this time. Last week, I remember holding my fist just like tight, like I was gonna hit something. But you know, that's part of that body scan and body awareness. Tai Chi helps us learn is to constantly be scanning our body, or not constantly, but just regularly scanning through our body to see if we are holding tension anywhere. Yesterday when I was walking pitch, I realized I was holding a lot of tension in my shoulders. It was like I was holding them up and forward and tight. And I said, oh goodness. So I just relaxed them and let it go. But if I wasn't paying attention, I would have kept holding that tension, and that would have caused me pain in my back. Let's go to our ankle, heel toe, heel toe. I'm always surprised at when I catch myself holding tension, because I thought, well, gosh, I don't remember tightening that muscle up. You know, we do it so like mindlessly. All right, now big toe, little toe. And the other foot, little toe, big toe. Really working that flexibility of our ankle joint.
I'm gonna shift my direction.
So the warm-up exercises that we just did, remember, as long as we follow principles of Tai Chi, we can just do those warm-ups. We can do all of those slow, smooth, and continuously. We can think about gentle resistance. We obviously concern ourselves having an upright posture. In our lower body moves specifically, we have that weight transfer. And if we do it in a quiet location, we're able to even experience that mental quietness that Tai Chi gives us. And then also, whenever we're going through moves, even when we're punching, we're coming up, there's that soft bend in our elbow, which creates a song, S-O-N-G, or open joint. And that's a principle of Tai Chi. So you never have to learn all the rest, but I know y'all have. I'm just saying, like, you can just live in the warm-ups and experience benefits of Tai Chi. So let's say that not so much you, but let's just say somebody that's your friend says, oh, I have problems with balance, but I don't want to do Tai Chi. I don't think I can do that, or I'm not interested in doing that. One thing people can do that can help them with falls, with help preventing falls, is some of the movements that we do. So when I did that Vivo class, and they really started, or when they told us that their focus was based on the research, that your ability to hold yourself on one leg is determined your risk of falling. Once I heard that from them, I started realizing in Tai Chi, because Tai Chi is evidence-based, proven to help with falls. I realized how many times in Tai Chi we are essentially on one foot. Because when we do our hip warm-ups and we're shifting our weight and I'm moving that foot, but that whole time my weight's on this one leg. Same thing with the back, shifting the weight back and forth. As I shift it, once I shift the weight, all my weight is on this leg, and I tap that out. So there's another instance where we're on one leg. With our knee warm up when we shift the weight, lift and punch. Look right there on my one leg, that for that time period of me putting that foot out there. And then when we come here and we shift to the front, we don't completely shift it to the front. We may still have some weight on the back, but that's holding most of our weight on one foot. Even when we do our ankles, we shift it to that one leg and we're doing our ankle movement, but one leg is holding our weight. So everything we do in Tai Chi, when we shift the weight, that's putting our weight on one leg. And that's how we can decrease our chance of falling. So I didn't think about that much when I thought about weight shifting in all of our movements. You know, when we do commencement, I shift the weight and then step, shift the weight and bring that weight forward. So, you know, I was thinking about weight shifting, but I didn't think of it as having weight on one leg, but it is. And so the research matches on what we do in Tai Chi and what they do in that class that's called Vivo. So just keep that in mind as we go through our movements and shifting weight, that it's the weight shifting that helps us. So back to what I was saying, if somebody wants help with falls prevention, but they don't want to do Tai Chi, tell them about having an upright posture and simply shifting weight. They can even hold a chair for help with extra balance. They don't have to ever actually lift a foot, but shifting the weight from side to side, going in a staggered stance, shifting the weight from front to back, and that can help make a difference. Slow, smooth, and continuous through our weight shift. That's what helps us with falls prevention. That's the basic of what we do. All right, let me get some good breaths and we'll go through our basic 6 movements. And then spend more time on our advanced 6. So from the top of basic 6. And commence. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. To the middle for open and close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open and close. Close it out. I'm going to do it one more time and talk you through it, just in case that's helpful for you. And commence. Hands come up and down, shift right. Step left, hands come in and up. Hands go out as I shift left. Bring that right foot forward. Hands come back, open and close. Single whip, shift left, step right, push hands out, turn, separate, following that left hand. Shift left, bring that right foot and hand back, waving hands in clouds. Step right, switch hands, shift, and turn, step, switch, shift and turn. Step and 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 switch, shift and turn. Back to the middle for open and close. Single whip, shift right, step left, push, turn, separate, following that right hand. Shift right, bring that left foot and hand back, waving hands and clouds. Step and switch, shift and turn. 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 To the middle for open and close. Close it out. Now the third time, I'm going to do our basic 6 without talking. And begin. There you go. So it's good to practice it without noise because you can experience that mental quietness of the movements. So it's great to have somebody call out the names. Remember, if you need help with remembering what's next, hanging or taping on a wall the list of those names so it can be your brain for you if you don't have them memorized yet. But it's also nice to not have to really look at me, but listen to me saying shift right, step left, so you know which foot to be on without really watching. You're trying to be in your own zone. And then, of course, like I said, good to do it without any noise to experience it in a different way. And that's why Tai Chi just never gets checked off as I did it, because there's so many ways to experience it. By changing what our focus is. So now let's jump to our advanced 6. We're here, our hands at open and close. The first set of movements in our advanced 6 goes to the left, and then we go to the right, which is opposite of the directions in our basic 6, where we start to the right and then go to the left. So that's one way of remembering order on this. So we'll go to the left first. Shift left, right toe in, lay hands. Shift left, bring that left foot back, separate hands. Step left, shift as I throw my pitch and follow step right. Play the lute. Step back right, turn hands, shift as they pass, get to that elbow and follow step left. Parry punch. Step left and flip, shift and parry. Step right and flip, shift and parry. Step left, put up that guard, shift as I deliver and follow step right. Lock and close. Step back right, separate hands, shift as they come back, follow step left. Push the tiger. Step left, push those hands as I shift, follow step right. Now to the front, step right to the front, shift right, bring the left foot forward, hands face and open and close. Now let's go to the right. Shift right, left toe in, lay hands. Shift left, bring that right foot back, separate hands. Step right, shift as I throw that pitch and follow step left. Play the lute. Step back left, turn hands, shift as they pass and follow step right. Parry punch. Step right, flip, shift and parry. Step left, flip, shift and parry. Step right, put up that guard, shift as I deliver and follow step left. Block and close. Step back left, separate hands, shift as they come down to our hips, follow step right, push the tiger. Step right, shift as those hands come up, follow step left. To the front, step left, shift and right, hands face, open and close. And close it out. So those are our advanced 6. Things to remember about our advanced 6 is the fact that we're going places. When we turn that toe in for the first time, that's our little arrow that tells us what direction we're going there. And then we make the move to go into the direction. And here's our first move, that's forward. And then we come back. So there's a rhythm to the movement of forward, back, forward, back, forward to the front. So that the rhythm of that movement is forward and back. It gets tricky when we get to our parry punch because it isn't immediately just forward. There's a couple steps. So it's forward or forward, forward, and deliver. So there's that threw off the rhythm just a little bit. And I think that's why that parry punch kind of gives us a glitch. Also, because on parry punch, we go from making a move. So you feel like you should then move this forward, right? And that puts you, that puts your deliver hand in the back. I understand why you would do that. And when I think back to when I first did it, I did the same thing. But parry, you've extended that out, and then you just bring it to the guard or your shield, and then deliver. So that's kind of a problematic moment where the rhythm is thrown off, and then that hand, which you think you're going to go parry, 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 and then you think, oh, that hand has to go forward, but no, it's the one that's already extended to bring up that shield and punch. So that's something that I thought I needed to just remind you about, that you may be thinking parry punch is extra tricky, and that's why, is the rhythm is thrown off there. Another thing to remember with our advanced movements is the end of every movement has a follow step, and that follow step foot does not get weight unless it's necessary for safety. And that follow step foot is the period, it's the end of that movement, and it's also the first step of our next movement. So that can be helpful as you go through our advanced movements. So let's do it again. I'll talk you through it. Open and close. Brush knee. Shift left, right toe in, lay hands. Shift right, bring the left foot back and separate. Step left, shift as I throw my pitch, and follow step right. Play the loop. Step back right, turn hands, shift as they pass, and follow step left. Parry punch. Step left and flip, shift and parry. Step right and flip, shift and parry. Step left, put up that guard, shift as I deliver, and follow step right. Block and close. Step back right, separate hands, shift as they come down to our hips, follow step left, push the tiger, step left, shift as those hands come up, follow step right, now to the front, step right, shift and left, hands face, open and close. To the other side. Brush knee. Shift right, left toe in, lay hands. Shift left, bring that right foot back, hands separate, step left, step right, sorry. Shift as I throw my pitch and follow step left. Play the loop. Step back left, turn hands, shift as they pass and follow step right. Parry punch. Step right, turn, flip, shift as they pass. Step left and flip, shift as they pass. Step right, put up that guard, deliver and follow step left. Block and close. Step back left, shift as those hands separate to our hips and follow step right. Push the tiger. Step right, shift, follow step left. To the front, step, shift, and step, hands face, open and close. And close it out. So that talks through us real good. I think I got most of the words right. Let me do a time check. Okay, 10:40. So now let's practice it. Our advanced 6, unless y'all have any questions. Do y'all have any questions? Y'all know to interrupt if y'all need me to. Just say, hey, will you explain, or you said, whatever you need, just ask. Okay, so this time we're going to do our advanced 6. I'll just call out the names and I'll move in a way that's kind of choppy so that you have time to adjust if you're following along with the movement. All right, so here we go. Open and close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. To the front. Open and close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger to the front. Open and close. Close it out. So one thing I noticed whenever I finished my and to the front on that first go round to the front, I stepped forward and my feet were this close. So when I went to go brush knee, whoo, my feet were too close to each other. So that tells me, okay, be mindful when you come forward to give your feet space so that when you go to do brush knee to the right, then your feet have enough space. And that's how we learn, is by recognizing in ourselves, ooh, my feet were in the wrong spot, or ooh, that felt weird. What went wrong there? What did I do? Make the adjustment, and that's how we learn. Sometimes we learn better by doing wrong than doing everything right all the time. So that's something I noticed in myself. You might not do it, but I'm just trying to explain body awareness and how it works. I'm paying attention to how that feels. That, ooh, when I went to go turn that foot in, I was like, oh, that's kind of dangerous to have feet that close together. If you find yourself, you say you came forward to the front, okay, to the front here. When I do open and close, okay, so that's a good time to go. Okay, my feet are too close together. I'm noticing that now. So let me make the adjustment, open and close. Even if you have to do 2 open and closes to get through it, if you realize that foot is too close, then shift the weight back, open it up, then start all over again. Now that's a little more difficult when you're in class and your teacher's like going ahead and to the next part. But when you're practicing on your own, you can do that. You have the luxury of making adjustments, but just don't get in a hurry. Make the adjustment and then go back to where you were. All right, let's do it again. And then we're going to put our basic and our advanced together and just practice it several times. So let's call the names through our advanced 6. Keeping in mind, we go to the left first and then to the right. And brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. To the front. Remember, this is a part where I think, okay, keep myself a little wider stance. Open and close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. To the front. Open and close. Close it out. You're getting better and better each time.
Yep. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Have a great week. Love y'all.
Seeing you
Next
too.
week. Okay.
See you next week.
Okay.
All right, so now let's start back from the very tip top with basic 6 and advanced 6. Let's do that several times. I'll call out the names. and commence. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open and close. All right, while I'm on this side, we got to be over here. Okay, brush knee. No, that's wrong. Sorry. X. Okay. Every now and again, you know, mirror image gets the best of me. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open and close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger to the front. Open and close. And close it out. Well, sorry about that glitch. In the land of mirror image, I let it get the best of me. Okay. All right, let's do it again. And I'll call out the names. And commence. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open and close. Single whip. Waving hands and clouds. Open and close. And then move over here for advanced 6. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger to the front. Open and close. Single whip. Sorry, brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger to the front. Open and close. And close it out. What you thinking?
I'm thinking I need more practice.
That's all right. You see, I didn't get it perfect 2 times in a row. So that's just part of it. We never needed to be perfect anyway. So we just practice. Is it helpful for me to call out all the movements?
It is for me.
Okay. I think it is too. So I'm gonna this time call out all the movements from advanced or from basic through advanced. So if you go back to our class, you can fast forward to just this part and just do this little part.
Okay, I didn't know that, but how do you do that?
Well, when you go to, on YouTube, and Miss Alexie, she said that she was going to add that to your Claris for the YouTube page.
Is it at the bottom or top or?
Oh, but she said she was going to add it. She added it to somebody else's, and she said she was going to add it to yours because you had requested that. And I don't know if she did or not. So you have to tell me if she did. So
She the YouTube, and I can get your class now, but I just don't know how to stop it and move it forward.
So if you go, hold on a second,
I'm afraid to try anything because I'm afraid I'll lose everything.
No problem. I understand. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, let me go back to Zoom and go to share screen. I'm gonna show y'all. Oh, I'm so smart. There it is.
You're impressing me.
Huh?
I said, you are impressing me.
All right, so you see, here's my YouTube page. All right, so if I go on, okay, so this is last week's class. No, it says SOWEGA, November 22nd, 2022 AM. So that was last week's class. So if I go to my YouTube page and open up last week's class, so I clicked on that, it's going to come up. I'm going to tell it to play it. Okay. So, oh, hush. I can tell myself to hush. What is this little thing? Oh, technology. Okay. So you see this little line on the video?
Yes.
See what I'm scrolling on? All right. Well, I can put my cursor on that red and drag it. So if I want to see the last 10 minutes of class, I can drag it to about 50 and it'll go there. Now I'll push play.
Okay, so if I don't see that on mine, I have to call Alexi
Mhm.
and ask her to add that.
Well, you should, when you open up, you said she gave you access to the classes on my
Right.
YouTube page. That's what you'll do. You'll go on that button and let me go back to my page. My channel. It's a channel. Sorry, it's not a page. It's a channel. But here, SOWEGA, PM SOWEGA, you click on whichever class you want to, go back to, click on, double click, and then it'll come up. And then on the bottom, you should have like a little line where you can drag it, and you'll be able to do it probably with your finger, because aren't the classes, you touch the screen,
Yeah,
but you drag it to a certain spot, and then it'll go to that spot.
okay, good, because the other day when I was practicing, I thought, oh, it would be so helpful if I could just stop this and repeat it,
Yes.
okay.
So that's
I
how you do it. So you can play it, you can start playing, and then you push that little 2 lines beside each other, that's pause. So you can play and then pause, and then you can drag it back a little bit if you want to, or drag it forward, where, you can drag this wherever, and you see how the video kind of changes as you go through it. So it,
Great, that'll be so helpful, thank
and
you.
then once you say, oh, okay, so 48:30, you notice that at 48:30, that's the spot that you want, then write that down. That's what I would do. I would write it down, and I would just drag this thing to where it says 48:30, as close to it as you can get it, and then it'll start in that spot.
Okay, that's gonna be so useful.
That little thing is helpful, because you don't always want to go through the 60 minutes of class. You may just want that last 10 minutes.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna stop share, and all right, so there we go. So let's talk you through it, and then we'll do our cool down. Let me fix my computer. All right, y'all, here we go. And commence. Hands come up, down, shift right, step left, hands come in and up, shift left. As those hands go out, bring that right foot forward, hands come back, open and close. Single whip, shift left, step right, push, turn, separate, following that left hand. Shift left, bring that right foot back, and waving hands in clouds. Step right, switch hands, shift and turn. Step, switch, shift and turn. Step and 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 switch, shift and turn. To the middle for open and close. Single whip, shift right, step left, push, turn, separate, following that right hand. Shift right, bring that left foot back, waving hands in clouds. Step and switch, shift and turn. 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 To the middle for open and close. Now let me move over so I can do advanced 6. And advanced 6. Shift left, right toe in, lay hands. shift right, separate, prepare, step left, shift as I throw my pitch, and follow step right. Play the lute, step back right, turn hands, shift as they pass, and follow step left. Parry punch, step left, flip, shift and parry, step right, flip, shift and parry, step, shift, follow step, block and close, step back, shift, follow step, push the tiger, step, shift, follow step to the front, step, shift, follow step, open and close, brush knee, shift right, left toe in, lay hands, shift left, separate, prepare, step right, shift as I throw my pitch, follow step left, play the lute, step back left, turn hands, shift as they pass, follow step right, parry punch, step right, flip, shift and parry, step left, flip, shift and parry, step right, put up that guard, shift as I deliver, follow step, block and close, step back, shift, follow step, push the tiger, step right, shift, follow step left to the front, step right, shift and left, open and close, close it out. I hope I didn't mess that one up. That'll give you a place to practice basic and advanced six. So let's give ourselves a little fist massage. And now gather tension and release. Gather and release. One more, gather and release. And big shoulder circle. Now we have our right fist that represents our strength, our left hand, fingers together representing our friendship, our thumb pulled in representing our humility. Putting those together in mutual respect, we say namaste. So thank y'all so much for joining me today. Miss Lugenia, I'll miss you next week, but remember we'll have the recording and then we will start back up in January, but let me know if you need anything between now and then, okay?
I will, and I've really enjoyed this.
Me too. I enjoy getting to know y'all. This is a cool platform to meet people outside of my little clique. All right, Miss Betty, you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next Tuesday.
Thank you so much. You're so helpful. You were
You're
great
welcome.
teaching.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.